Hello everyone. There is so much to learn right now about everything that's going on in the real estate market. Obviously, there are some rumors about mortgage rule changes, and also we're going to discuss today what is happening in Calgary real estate market with the monthly numbers and also the weekly numbers. But before we do any of this, I just wanted to give some people advice that are thinking to sell their properties right now. Market is challenging. There is no doubt. So right now, even getting buyers to come and view the properties has become a big struggle. So you need to definitely adjust. And we have been advising our sellers to make sure that we do these adjustments so buyers are attracted to the property and they actually make an offer on the property. So now these days, when you are doing when you're thinking to list your property, don't just go with what the market evaluation is. And the reason, because everybody's going after the market evaluation numbers and people are not coming to look at properties. So you gotta adjust, and even by maybe 1 or 2% lower than what everybody else is offering at. I know it is not easy. It is a big decision at the end of the day. But if you really need to sell your property, then you definitely need to make those adjustments, that you need to lower your price than what the average price in your community is. Obviously, adjust the accordingly from the market evaluation. So keep that part in mind. Now, the second thing I wanted to talk about today is that there are so many videos on TikTok that are talking about the federal government changing some of the rules for mortgages, and obviously the OSFI, which controls basically the financial system in Canada, is thinking about changing the mortgage rule where if you actually buy a property using your income, that you cannot use the same income to buy the second property. Now, the reason I wanted to discuss this with you guys is that, there's no clarity on that rule yet. Nobody knows what's going on. It has been rumored, and it has been shared on quite a few TikTok videos, and obviously everybody wants to watch those videos, and it does affect everybody. But the way I feel like, if the investor is out of the market, then obviously there will be more consequences to the market, not just this. But this is just a rumor right now. There is no solid answer on that yet. Once we have more information on that, we'll definitely update you regarding that. Now, let's get back to Calgary's real estate market. So our market has been quite slow. Obviously, we know that in the winter months, it even slows down further. So we still have properties selling, but some actually districts are like right now, the properties there are still fetching good value and they're selling quicker, where some other districts are not doing so well, and that also includes Calgary Northeast. So let's start with monthly numbers. Now, as you know, that benchmark price for Calgary has dropped to 572,800, which was a drop of 4%. That is quite significant. Now, sales were down by 14%. Compared to September 2024, we only had 1,720 sales. New listings. Now, here is one thing. We are not getting as many new listings that people were hoping for. We have quite a bit of inventory, no doubt. It's not just moving as quick. But we only had 3,782 new listings that came into the market, which was only an increase of 2.6% compared to September 2024. Inventory is sitting quite high, pretty close to 7,000. It is at 6,916 units up for sale. That is an increase of 36.5% compared to last year. Now, it's also taking a lot longer to sell the property. That's why I'm saying that, make sure you make the adjustments. And I will also show you that how many properties every week are having to decrease the price so they can sell the property. And properties on the market, they're lasting about 42 days on average, which is an increase of more than 50% as well. Now, the other things that I really want to show you guys, let's start with how everything is going on in Calgary, in different districts of Calgary. Now, in this map, you can see these are different districts for real estate purpose that we have in Calgary. That northeast and east are the ones that have seen the most significant price drop. And those obviously have the lowest price in Calgary as well. Those two districts have the lowest price, and they have seen they have taken the biggest impact of this slowdown. But if you look at, pay attention to northwest and west, prices have come down, but they are pretty close to 2.1% and 2.3% in those two different districts. Obviously, everywhere you see price adjustments are getting done, but northeast, where the benchmark price is only at 485,000, and east, where it's only 409,000, and their price, the impact of price decrease is significant in those two districts. Now let's talk about detached homes. How many are hitting the market? How many are selling? Now, if you look at this right here, you can see that the southeast has been the best market right now to sell a detached home. 50% of the property that are hitting the market are selling there. But compared to city center, where it's pretty close to 42%, and obviously northeast 43%, and east, where it's only 44%. Rest of the communities are doing well. And the other thing in here, if you pay attention, is to year-over-year benchmark price decrease. Where do you see it the most? Northeast and east. In northeast, year-over-year benchmark price change is negative 5.65%, and in the east district, they are at 4.19%. That is also something to keep in mind. Now, I also wanted to share this map with you guys, right? This graph here with you guys. This is showing in different districts what is selling, moving quite fast. Obviously, we know that in downtown, we have more condos, more apartments. That's why you see so much yellow. And they don't have that many detached homes there, but they do. And their average price is pretty close to $1 million. And you can see they have 91 sales there. But when you look at northeast, 124 detached properties got sold, north 121, northwest 86, and the most actually we see in sales is the south, where it's 161 and 152 in the southeast district. So this is the number of properties that are selling in those districts. Depends upon which category you're looking at. And they're moving, obviously price adjustments need to be done for them to be sold. Now, I also wanted to bring up actually what is going on around Calgary. As we know that in Calgary, sales to listing ratio is pretty close to 45%, and so is Airdrie. Now, Chestermere, remember last month there was sitting close to 40%, but they have gone up to 46%, but prices have adjusted quite a bit in Chestermere. Rocky View region is at 44%, and Foothills is doing the best. For some reason, Foothills has been very active. We are seeing a lot of acreages getting sold in the Foothills region, and it is very active. 71% of properties that are hitting the market, they are moving in Foothills. So that was Calgary's market for the month of September. Now I just want to give you a little update on the mortgage rates. As you can see, some of the private lenders have been offering little lower interest rates, and banks have also reduced some of their interest rates, and you can definitely take advantage. In this one, you can see that Scotiabank is down to 4.10, but when you negotiate with banks, they do give you better deal. And as I mentioned, they also provide the cashback offer with most of them, and also ATB offers really competitive in rates. Now let's talk about what happened in the last 1 week. So as you can see, listings are coming, and this is where we see the biggest price drop here. Like new listings, we had 775 new listings that came into the market. 92 properties were back on the market. But when it comes to price decrease, 841 properties saw price decrease. That is big. That's even more than properties hitting the market. 14 properties saw price increase, 435 properties went pending, 463 properties got sold, expired 351, withdrawn 8, terminated 285. Now, I know there are a lot of buyers and lots of sellers who are thinking to sell. And if you are a seller and you just need a second advice on your property, what to do, what not to do, give us a call. Market is challenging, there is no doubt. And we can definitely help you with selling your property. I know you might not get the price that you're looking for, but if you are thinking to sell, then you make sure you make those adjustments. Give us a call at 403-689-2345, and I'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions. Thank you.